Hey, what's up guys, Soaps here, welcome back to another video. Today I have another episode in our deck profile series. Today I have a topic that I want to debate in the comments. We'll see how many of you guys are actually awake and can comment on this topic. But it's on single type decks. So with my game, there seems to be a lot of variety with cards because every single one has to have its own ability. That's the way I like to make my card games. Every single card needs to be special. So there's not certain things that just go together just because they're in the same type. It's just certain cards that go together with certain cards. So I've been kind of staying away from certain type decks, just single type decks. But today I was like, whatever, I'm going to try and make a Mystic deck. So I just took all my Mystic cards and put them into a deck. And I tried to do some strategy, but that's what's really hard with these decks. It's like, I don't have a million Mystic cards, so it's not like, I don't know. But yeah, let me know what you think of these in the comments. So first up, we have basically the one strategic card in the whole deck, Rudy, whose ability allows you to place your monsters for -2 ink, which is really good. And that'll help you place down all of your monsters, as long as that card's on the field. Then we have Nerd Muffin and Giant Muffin, just solid cards. I like how these cards came out. They are very nostalgic for me because they are remakes of some really old Danny cards. Also, his ability is pretty good too for taking out boss monsters. Next up, we have Monocle Man, who had just knocked out his other Monocle Man. And this card is just a really solid card for stalling out your opponent. Maybe you want to save up for something like a Beanstalk, and you want to hold the field for a bit, get Monocle Man down, and you can stall out the field because they're not going to want to attack you for 2 cards. That's a lot. Next up, we got Will the Wizard Peters, one of the original cards. Gain 1 ink every time this card attacks. Then we have some new cards. So we have Ninja Camel, who his ability is Thief. When placed, take a random card from your opponent's hand and add it to your own. Nothing too special, but he's a solid 4 ink monster with 380 attack, and he's an uncommon. Next up, we got Derpatron. 2 heads are better than 1, so he can attack twice per turn. You know what would be pretty great is if you... Did I actually do that? Hold up. I don't actually believe I have my spells with me. Hold up. Also, you didn't say spells. I totally said page cards, because that's what they're called. Yeah, so in this deck, I have a Gotta Go Fast, so it would be pretty amazing if you put a Gotta Go Fast on Derpatron, and then it could attack 4 times per turn. Yeah, I worry sometimes when I'm making card games like this, that abilities that say you can attack twice per turn, but he can already attack twice per turn. Like, there's no rule that says that he can attack 4 times per turn, because, I mean, that's, like, logical. But I bet you would play against someone, and they would be like, that just means he can attack twice per turn. And if he can already attack twice per turn, then it doesn't change anything, and that's just lame. So I don't know how you would do that in a rule book, how you would clarify that. But we have Derpatron. Next up, we have Giraffefant. You get to take a random card from your opponent's hand. Wow, never heard of that ability. Oh, we literally stacked up on abilities. Thanks, Danny. Beanie Baby. Discard all monsters in the opponent's hand. This is an amazing card. Really good. Solid Mystic card. And then we have First Stick for the lulz, because I only had 14 monsters. And he has some good fitting skills, so he can help out your monsters. Next up, we're going to have the upgrade cards for this deck is Jorbo. If he stays on the field for a long time, you gain 5 ink. So I actually have a spell card that's going to correspond with that. It's Disguise, like usual. Really great card. And the equipped monster cannot be attacked for 2 turns. And then if you also... okay, I just had to read his ability real quick. I totally know my own cards. So, and then Jorboof, when you upgrade him, if this card stays on the field for 3 or less turns, gain 5 ink when this card is killed. Another thing that would be a little bit interesting to debate is if you had Jorbo and you upgraded it to Jorboof a turn after you place Jorbo, does it count? Does the count of Jorboof get transferred from Jorbo, or does it reset? I don't know, because technically, are they the same card because they get upgraded? I don't know. Even more confusing. Whoa, this is some solid nerd talk we're going here. Let's talk about some card games. Yeah, so we got Jorboof. Not the best upgrade card when it comes to attacking, but you can get some serious ink off of these cards. Next up, we have TP Boy and TP Man. These are some new cards that I'm releasing. And these are set 2, obviously. And first up, we have TP Boy, TP Man's trusty sidekick with TP What How. And he's part of the TP duo. If TP Boy is on the field with TP Man has 560 block. That's a lot. So he's just a pure support card for TP Man, which is coming up. These have a tragic backstory as well, which I'll probably explain in a tragic backstory video. But just to give you guys a sneak peek, TP doesn't just mean toilet paper. If you've ever played a video game ever, you also know that TP also means teleport. So Danny was like, I want to make a teleporting card, so it was TP. Yeah, no spoilers. But he's a TP. He can TP and he has TP. So then we have TP Man. He's a 5, so he's pretty much one of the boss monsters of the deck. And he can TP, ? And he has teleport every 2 turns, starting when this card is placed. Flip a coin. If adds, take control of one of your opponent's monsters on the field for the remainder of the 2 turns. And I believe he has 400... Oh, I guess we'll never know. 450 block, and then it gets bumped up to 560. So pretty strong if you have TP Boy on the field. But if you kill TP Boy, then he gets dropped down again. Now, finally, you have your Omega Boss monster in the deck, which is Beanstalk. I've actually made an epic comeback with this because this card has a whopping 570 block, which is really hard to mow down. And to be honest, his ability isn't that good. But every turn while this card is on the field, search your deck for a 1 to 3 ink monster and add it to your hand, which actually would work quite well for something like First Stick, where you could place and gain a boost of 80 attack, or even Nermuffin and boost up your ink, or Rudy to place more monsters, as long as he's not going to get killed. Maybe you have a disguise in your hand that you want to use. But I haven't really taken advantage of that. I've just used him as a beater. But those are all the monsters. And now I've already showed you 2 of the spells. Like Gotta Go Fast and Disguise. But we still have 8 others, so I'll still go through those. And starting, we have Heavy Mask, which is just good to boost any of your low block monsters like Rudy. Next up, we have Dentures. It's just a cheap substitute for a Mansplosion, and it can easily disable one of your opponent's monsters. 6-Leaf Clover. Equip this card to a monster you control. When it dies, you gain ink equal to its ink cost. This is another new card, and this is really strong. You could use this on Beanstalk or just any card in general, and you would get your full ink back. So it's kind of like an investment where you have to pay 3 to get the full back, but as long as it's anything more than 3, I would say you're getting your money's worth. So we got Light Mask, just another boost, maybe to help out Beanstalk because he has pretty low attack. Beefy Juice, to beef up your low monsters like your Nerd Muffins and stuff that you place from your Beanstalk. Trees Have Eyes, because you have to see to believe. And then Magic Wand, the Mystic support card. Equip this card to a Mystic monster. It gains 30/30 for every ink that you spend while this card is equipped. So this could get insanely good. Pop that down on a Beanstalk, spend 6 ink, and you already have plus 180, 180, which is extremely good. That's why he's an epic. So if you use this card at the right time, you can really mess up your opponent. And then finally, we have Combine. You have to really use this in the same type deck, because why wouldn't you? Because every single card you have are the same type. So yeah, that can be good if you have some low ink monsters on the field. Alright, so yeah, that's the Mystic type deck. I might actually play with this deck and see how I do, but I think I definitely prefer just picking my favorite cards and making a deck out of them. I mean, I do like a lot of cards, so that would be kind of hard, but I could see if you're picking up the game, you just want to do a singular type deck. See, that would be a question if I ever do starter decks, if I would do them with types. I don't think I would, because I like giving everybody a good mix of cards. I usually, when I have friends play, I let them pick out their deck, and then I'll give them a copy or whatever. But, some things to think about. So yeah, let me know what you think in the comments, and I think that's it for this video. So thank you guys for watching. I'll see you in another video.